Good afternoon, everybody. It's Jim Fleeler, Vice President of Sales for Charlotte Products in Canada. Welcome to our ISSA virtual training event today. Our topic today is cleaning, disinfecting, validation, and measurement technology. Lowering the risk of an outbreak is critical. Obviously, COVID-19 has been a worldwide health issue with many challenges, but the good thing about that is we've also had many learnings since March of 2020 approximately. We've got a higher level of awareness where we understand this novel virus much better. It prepares us for the next one, which obviously will be here sometime in the near future, as the history of viruses and bacteria have proved that. There is a rising importance of our particular custodial cleaning industry to promote clean, safe, and healthy facilities. There's a necessity for our industry to prioritize innovative solutions. That's one of the keys to Charlotte Products, why we've been so successful for many years. We can't continue to use the same products and procedures like we did in the 50s and 60s and 70s and so on. We've got to learn to balance lower budgets with increased disinfecting frequency and cleaning frequency. And as a matter of fact, we're long overdue to revisit our cleaning and disinfecting protocols as a whole there. Understanding facility challenges. This is where really our job as facility specialists is to help our customers and end users, with COVID-19, whether it be pre, mid, or post. And the big key word here is post, is what are we doing in the future to really lower the risk of an outbreak for people? Employee wellness. What's the short-term and the long-term effects of that? The overconsumption of disinfectants and incorrect procedures is a challenge that facilities will have. Budgetary challenges. How do we actually, with less spend and less people, actually increase cleaning and disinfecting protocol? That's a challenge that we have. The sustainability impact. I mean, what about all the waste now? The masks, the PPE, things like that, clogging our landfills and our lakes and rivers and streams. The building reopening, ensuring that public trust. If you're a public business, how do you encourage customers to come back? Lowering the risk of an outbreak. Custodial knowledge, which is key, that proper knowledge transfer and education of our frontline workers that protect us day in and day out. And also the conversion from price-based cleaning to quality-based cleaning. When no longer can we really choose the lowest price per square foot. If you're a building service contractor, this is a perfect opportunity to differentiate your business from other businesses and base your services and your value add on quality-based programs. And obviously, validation and measurement is very key. Okay, the current cleaning protocol that we're doing, really common mistakes. We clean by a visual approach. Okay, we chase debris, we spray and instantly wipe disinfectants. We spray and go using the latest delivery methods. We have a failure to pre-clean surfaces. We have a tendency to over dilute product. We really have a lack for respecting dwell time on disinfectants, or we don't even complete potable water rinses on food contact surfaces. These are things that we're learning, and these are as we go along. And COVID-19 has actually brought that to the forefront. What we're doing now is not working really, but it is leaving room for improvement on a positive note for sure. But the real risk here is we have a major potential to create a long-term risk of immunities and antibiotic-resistant bacteria, and that's really one of the attention spans that we really have to pay attention to. Okay, and here's a typical example in a visual. If you're still using a single cavity mop bucket, which we refer to as a soil virus and bacteria spreader, you can't do that. A simple solution on the right-hand side of the screen is a double cavity bucket that you can see. You can separate the dirty, contaminated detergents with clean, fresh, and you'll get a better clean. The 5 critical elements of disinfectant security, and this is typically where the failure is in our world, okay, is there is 5 steps following the label And I may add that the label is the law. In our industry, if you follow everything that's on the label, whether it's a DIN registered or an EPA registered product, you will do fine. The fact of the matter is the largest percentage of people do not follow it. So what are they? Number one, always use a registered disinfectant, okay? DIN, EPA, on the health list, the whole entire works. Two, dilute properly, regardless of whatever the dilution or the delivery method is, okay? If it says 1 to 64, mix it 1 to 64. Don't mix extra because it cannot kill more. Again, follow the label. You will leave residual. You'll have a host area for harboring bacteria and viruses, a food source. Don't do that, okay? Number three, always pre-clean surfaces without question. Number four, respect the dwell time. If it says 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, regardless, it has to stay moist for that particular time. And number five, a potable water rinse on food contact surfaces or around teething children and things like that. Delivery methods. Since COVID-19, new technologies such as foggers, misters, electrostatic sprayers, and even drones have flooded the market. These are here for good reason because, again, you want your customers were having a need to increase the cleaning frequency, and these are much faster. They will apply. However, regardless of the type, regardless of the brand, if you are not following the exact label instructions on each product label, you are failing, and the label is the law. Okay, so again, regardless of the delivery methods, if you follow the 5 critical elements, you'll be doing fine. Okay. Long-standing and sporadic use of validation and measurement tools. We are currently there's a major reliance on a visual check. There's also, we're using UV lights, ultraviolet. There's glow germ identifiers that you place throughout rooms. There's ATP meters, which are adenine triphosphate. That's relative light units in organic matter. There's ppm strips. And by the way, every one of the ppm strips are different for bleaches, quats, and peroxides. So make sure if you are using them, you're using the appropriate one. And since the good news, I guess, is since COVID-19, there's been a slight uptick in the usage, which is actually good. Okay, but innovation is one of our strengths. As an industry, we have to continuously innovate without question. And when we go to market, we always respect the 3 pillars of sustainability. You know, and the first one is social. I mean, is it the right thing? Can we lower the risk of an outbreak? Can we provide cleaner, safer spaces and lower the risk of that outbreak and rebuild the public's trust? When it comes to environmental or sustainability, I mean, they tie in the same. It's the right thing to do without question. We have we're making a serious negative impact on the planet as a whole. And I mean, so we take that highly. We respect that, environment and sustainability like you wouldn't believe. And then the economics. Precision cleaning is one term that we're really utilizing these days because you have to clean and you have to disinfect better with less money. Okay, and let's just go to economics here because really that's where a lot of decisions are made. You know what we know, and we're going to talk about OptiSolve, which is our digital imaging program here. We know that facilities will have lower budgets and less spend. There's no question, right? We know that the need to increase cleaning and disinfecting, the frequency alone is going to be a demand, and we need to do that with fewer people, as a matter of fact, right? You know, and you cannot possibly clean and disinfect every single surface in your building, or nor do you. Okay, there are certain areas where risk is much higher and certain areas where good quality cleaning is suffice without question. So let's take these all into account here. So what's the solution? We need to adapt to precision cleaning. We need to implement a site assessment validation indicator, which we call our SAVI for short term there, which is a software program that identifies the highest areas of risk and the areas in which you can improve, track, and document all of your results through analytics, okay? And precision clean specific surfaces, increasing productivity. If you know the ISSA standards about the cost of out of every single dollar, over 90% of your spend is related to labor. Precision cleaning complements that and ties into it and allows you to clean and lower the risk of an outbreak without question. Okay, so some surface testing that currently happens, does it look clean? I guess it's clean. Was it cleaned with fluorescent markers, ATP meters, and microbiology and cultures and things like that, which you have to incubate and everything else, which has a 48 to 72 hour time frame. Well, now what we've got is OptiSolve, which is making the invisible visible. Okay, and you can see the screen in front of me in the top left hand corner. That's a visual approach. It looks clean, so we assume it's clean. But there could be hundreds and thousands of people that come in contact with that surface and transfer viruses, bacteria, all throughout your facility. Employee wellness, risk, shutdown, all of those things. With OptiSolve and the Pathfinder imaging, look at the visual approach that you get. Instantly, I can spend time training my custodians across the planet, my janitors, my custodians, and my caretakers to say, look, these are the hot spots here. We need to adapt that into our cleaning regimen, and that's our actual precision cleaning. You can do that easily. Language barriers are common. There are issues with language without question, but visually you can see on these surfaces, and this is what Pathfinder discovers and actually exposes, is you know exactly where to spend your time cleaning for the best end result. Okay, all of the software, all of the hardware is involved with it without question. It's portable, it's inexpensive. There's lots of ways to go through your building and identify those risk spots. But the most important thing is you get instant awareness of those surfaces. And again, I look at the keyboard. This is a common, if you're in a common cubicle where there's a multitude of fellow employees that come in and out and use these stations and keyboards, I mean, this is a little bit of a health risk. Look at the image on the left. It looks perfectly clean, okay? But look at the one on the right, and I mean, obviously there's an issue there. So how does our program work? You spray a biospray on the surface, you allow it to dry, you do your imaging with our Pathfinder hardware, and that creates the actual image. And it's as simple as that. Okay, there's an example of a door handle again. You know instantly where to clean. Okay, this is all about innovation. So what does the tool do for you? It allows you to assess the condition of your facilities. It allows you to put an action plan in place, the steps of action. It allows you all the analytics that are key, and it gives you that assurance that your facility is clean. How do I get the public back in our building? Proving to them that you've got validation, you've measured, you've got assurance, you've got the peace of mind of new innovative solutions without question. Okay. There's two pieces to it. Pathfinder is the surface imaging technology that does all of the imaging and does all the collection of all of the pictures that I've showed you. And then we have the site assessment validation indicator that really gives you all the analytics. So really it's a complete program that gives you everything that you need. You know, it's a specific documented program. Validation, measurement, liability support, because that's a big thing going forwards, right? Let's reduce the risk of liability. Let's improve our cleaning procedures. Let's also include the proper products that is in there as well. Improve training for any single user. Lower the cost of cleaning by improving the efficiency and limiting the risk of a shutdown due to an infection, right? The facility, make sure it's meeting infection control standards as outlined in their objectives and pre-planning stage. Identify those areas that need to be cleaned and disinfected to standard, and also identify the areas that could possibly being missed. Okay, again, improving employee wellness and the risk and lowering the risk of an outbreak. Rank your high touch areas, put them into an SOP procedure, put them into all of your cleaning software, and this program will actually allow you to do that. Use the full color images to detect contamination. Show your people, show your users of your building, as a matter of fact, too, because they need to have a buy-in to actually help every single facility keep clean, you know, and really identify and provide an analysis for corrective actions. And that's really what it's about. Let's not worry about where we were going wrong yesterday, but where we can improve today and maximize cleaning efficiencies. Okay, there's just a screenshot of some of the analytics, and And in my time frame today, we don't have time to go there, but we can walk you through every single one of those for those that you really like analysis and analytics. For sure, your complete program is there. So let's talk about some infection control tips. You need to prioritize and validate or measure results within your facility. We can no longer continue to do a visual approach, right? We need to adapt a precision cleaning program, so to know where and why and when to clean. Okay, be in control of cleanliness. Surround yourself with partners that can provide you with facility expertise. And I say deep facility expertise because there is a room for improvement is there across our globe. And surround yourself with the suppliers that are here at the show, okay, in a virtual format this year, because we're learning again, that have that expertise to help you lower the risk of an outbreak. Okay, so really in summary, we recommend continued education post-COVID-19, ISSA Canada, ISSA North America, a wealth of resource, are really guiding lines to our industry. As a matter of fact, CharlotteProducts.com, we've been conducting educational webinars since March of 2020 and YouTube channels and things, and all on our website at CharlotteProducts.com. That's there for you to view. Continue to understand the effect on employee wellness and sustainability, and the 3 pillars of sustainability to be more precise, and explore and develop standard operating procedures such as SOPs, as well as validation and measurement systems and our Savvy report. Okay, so with that being said, the contacts here, you've got myself as Vice President of Sales of Canada, and you've also got Matt Strano, who's our Chief Executive Officer. There's the 2 contacts. If anybody's of interest there with more information, please reach out to us there. Stay safe, enjoy the show. Thank you.